I'm going to explain what I
All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shine. Let's get right into this video.
war that's going on the ground, and I'm going to explain what I mean. There is the real war that's going on the ground and in the air and at sea. And in this war, I'm going to say it plainly, Iran is fucking up the United States of America. And it is fucking up the United States of America so thoroughly, so extensively, so decisively, that the world is not ready to see and accept it yet, including many of us. But this is the military reality on the ground, and this is not just the Freedom Ayatollah hyperventilating or being sensational. In 4 days, Iran has managed to expand its sphere of influence, its sphere of military domination immensely. The US and Iran has pushed out of its borders into neighboring countries. It has destroyed the vastest and most precious military bases and assets and equipment in the whole world. American bases in Bahrain and Kuwait and Qatar and Saudi Arabia are some of the biggest military installations the US has anywhere on the planet. These are assets that it took trillions to build, not billions, trillions. Because I have to remind you, the US defense budget is almost $1 trillion a year. None of this was built in 1 year. This was built over many decades. This is a big part, a big chunk of American military expenditure for 30 years or more going up in smoke. This is what we're seeing now. We are seeing radars costing hundreds of millions of dollars a piece or $1 billion plus a piece being destroyed in an instant. We are seeing entire military bases being abandoned, burned, decimated, destroyed. And I'm telling you from my knowledge of American military history, and I'm not an expert, but I'm not a complete ignoramus as well. The US has never suffered such devastation in its entire history, except maybe Pearl Harbor. And this is one time, one day. No enemy in normal war has done to the US military what the Iranians are doing to the US military right now. Right now. This is beyond, we cannot believe it still. This defies belief. This defies belief. This is so bad, the situation, the military situation, this is the first war I'm describing. The military situation is so bad that censorship blocks practically every piece of new information about this war. And if you've noticed, we are being exposed to less and less every day. Every day. I mean, 35 years ago, during the first Iraq War, we were being shown endless footage from Iraq. The smart bombs and the cameras, they were a novelty back then. But every night almost, we were being shown night footage. I remember this because it was new and scary and exciting. Now we are almost seeing no video. I mean, understand this. This is supposedly the world's biggest military power, having the world's biggest air capabilities. And for 4 days, which are supposed to be the most brutal, this is when you build momentum. The US is on the offensive, supposedly. This is when they were supposed to break through Iranian defenses. And in 4 full days of this, we are seeing no signs of American domination over Iranian skies.
Right. And as you can see, right, is the fact that Iran is actually putting the whooping on Israel, right, pretty hard. And the fact that Iran, the war with Iran so far is costing America so much money, because I believe Patriot missiles cost $1 million or $1 million, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And you just have stockpiles of weaponry running out. Israel is just getting hammered. Iran is having their way. And it just goes to show you that, let's get out of scripture. Right? Let the weak say. It says right here. Joel chapter 3 verse 10. Be your plowshares and the swords and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Right. There used to be a time, a lot of people before this war probably thought Iran was very weak. But come to find out, Iran is actually very capable. Right? And turns out the one that's really weak in that region is actually Israel. Right? Because the only success that Israel has had in that region usually just goes to bombing children and helpless civilians. Right? So we have to where now everyone in that region is starting to see that Iran is that big brother, right? Iran is that guy that don't play around, right? So we have Trump, who says he wants to have Iran have a full surrender and no ceasefire. But to be honest, I'm pretty sure Trump wants Iran to have a ceasefire, right? And there probably will be a ceasefire in a couple of days, right? But if not in a couple of days, this will just continue to escalate. And America really will have to reinstate the draft at this point if it keeps going on like this. Right? So, like I said, exciting times. We are getting less and less videos from Iran and Israel. Right? It's kind of hard to, in the first day, I believe it had like 5 videos. Now, I'm struggling to find 2 videos of the Iran and Israel war. Or on top of that, they had to be verified, and we had to hope they're not AI either. So, exciting times, brethren. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh, Shine, Shalom.